experience as a teacher in Indonesia. So, Junin, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, can we start? I want to ask you a few questions. And so, the first one is, since when have you been working as a private English teacher?
Around about 3 years now.
And what made you choose to teach English instead of other subject?
This is Indonesia and everyone seems to want to know the English language, so me being from England, I feel that's if I can give people a good opportunity to learn from me, a native Englishman. So I chose English because to me it's important for young people to learn.
Yeah, because I think English is international language.
It is.
Okay, what level of student do you teach most often? Is that from elementary, junior high school, senior high school, university, or general age?
I teach all ages, whether it's a lecturer or a teacher down to kindergarten ages, but the majority of my students are in senior high school.
So it doesn't matter of
There's no any age. Could be a teacher who's 50 years old, could be a student who's 6 years old.
What difficulties do students most commonly face when they learn English, especially with you?
They are afraid to talk because they're worried about making mistakes. That's what I have to get through to them. Don't worry about making mistakes. It's hard to do because generally people are frightened of making mistakes.
Yeah, because sometimes they feel shy to start.
Or they're embarrassed in case, I'm going to do so, just be quiet.
Yeah, because I think people in Indonesia just learning from smartphone and just writing.
Yeah.
They don't
It's different to talking
practice
face to
speaking.
face.
Yes, I think it's difficult. So, what's your opinion? Oh, sorry. In your opinion, which part of English is the most difficult for students to understand? Is that grammar, speaking, listening, or
Grammar, 100%, it's grammar. That's the hard part. People can learn to speak. It's easy. But when you have to put onto words,
Yeah.
write down, that's the difficult part. In my experience, is what I found. The grammar is the problem.
Okay, so how do you adjust your teaching methods according to its students' abilities and his skills?
Well, how I do it is I get them to read, then to talk, and then to write a little story about themselves, and I can understand what level they're at, so I can work accordingly. Everyone's different. You can have a 10-year-old who's brilliant, and a 50-year-old or 40-year-old who struggles. So individually, I have to figure out where they need help the most.
So,
The talking is not really the problem. It's putting it into words.
so the most important thing is confident.
Confidence is number one. If you've got confidence, you can do anything.
Yes. Okay. What methods do you usually use to keep students interested and they are so that they not bored during English lessons?
I try to make it a bit of fun. Look, I was at school myself a long time ago, but I used to be there, and if it wasn't fun or I wasn't enjoying it,
Yeah.
I didn't want to learn it.
Yeah.
And I was a bad student at the senior high school level. If I thought it was not interesting, I don't want to do it. So I try to make it a bit of fun. I don't just, I'll involve music. I'll get them to pick what they like and talk about that, or talk about their own personalities. So I keep it interesting. Because if you're talking about yourself, naturally you want to talk a lot because you're talking about yourself. So I try and make it as fun as possible for them, but not too serious. So I have a sense of humour, my personality is happy, I try to push that into teaching. So they want to come to me, not because they have to come to me. You understand?
Yes.
I want to make it that they want to come.
Yeah. So you don't let your student to feel the experience as you
focus on speaking because I think speaking brings confidence. But I also throw in grammar a lot because speaking's fine. If like you guys are university students, you know yourself. You're learning English, you've got to do your grammar as well. I try and prepare them for what you guys are doing now, so I try and prepare what's coming to them. So obviously you must do grammar, you can't just do talking. I mean, we can get like here, we go down a cafe or a restaurant and talk, anyone can do that, but we're not going to be writing grammar in a cafe or a restaurant, so I try and involve both. But to begin with, I need to hear them speaking to see what level they're at.
Okay, so how do you help students build confidence when they are speaking in English? Because not all students they are brave to show their skills.
That's the trick. You have to get them to talk. I try and say, look, we all make mistakes. I've never met anyone who hasn't made a mistake. And to me, mistakes are good. Especially when you notice you've made a mistake, that means you're learning. And with mistakes, what do? You correct them. So to me, it's okay to make a mistake. I need them to know that. Most people, oh no, I don't do it, I'll make mistakes. But with me, I'll push them. Mistakes is fine. As long as you recognise you've made a mistake, then you're learning. Then you can correct it.
So that they don't feel insecure.
Because I've noticed here in Indonesia, some students, they're so frightened of making a mistake, they just don't talk. In case if they talk, I'll talk to them more, and then so they just be quiet. If I see that, I go straight to that student. I'll directly, if someone's not talking, I'll directly go to them. Come on, no, it's fine. Try your best. All you can do is try your best. I'm here to help them. Not to laugh at them, make fun of them. I'm here to help them. That's what I try and push into their brains. I'm not here for a joke, I'm here to help you. So,
And what's the biggest challenge of being a private English teacher?
Again, a similar answer, getting them to talk. Some are so shy. Probably never met an Englishman before, so they're frightened, whatever. To get them to talk, I will directly speak to them. I'll ask them about their lives, their mum, their dad, what does your father do for work? I'll try to get them to talk about their personalities. What music do you like? What football team do you support? It all helps. Do you like K-pop? Girls love the K-pop, right? Which singer? I'll get them to talk about what they like, and then they tend to be a bit more open if they're talking about themselves. I push for their feelings to come out.
I think they will interested to talk based on their hobby.
And also I'll get them to ask me. Ask me questions. Where do you come from? What's England like? What's the difference between London and Indonesia? Get them to ask. And it works, because they do, especially when they talk about music, always works. And with guys, it's always football. So I tend to find out what they like, what hobbies, and I'll push that. Talk about your hobbies.
Okay, so have you ever taught students who initially dislike English, and how did you handle the problem of the students?
Students who don't want to speak English, is that what you're saying? I try to find out what they want to be. It depends on their age, what they want to do, what kind of work are they interested in, and then I try to explain how English is very important. Like the example, when I was in Shanghai, and I'm listening to a meeting in the restaurant, some French, Dutch, Americans, Japanese, Chinese obviously, and a few others. One thing they all had in common, they spoke to each other in English. It's a universal language. I'm not saying that because I'm from England, I'm saying that my experience around the world. Everyone will communicate together in English with all different cultures and nationalities. One thing they all have in common, they talk in English, especially with business. Because it is a universal language. I mean, people not communicating in French or Chinese. It's all in English. That's what I try and push towards any student.
International English. And then, what has been your most memorable experience while you were teaching English? A memorable experience.
I had a guy come to me, he wanted to learn English in a talking sense, not so much the grammar, because he was joining the Navy. So to join the Navy here, you have to know English in a speaking.
Yes.
When he came to me, he could barely speak. When he left, he could speak well and he was accepted. So I felt good for that. I'd help someone. It was his dream to be in the Navy and he got accepted. He passed everything else, just his English. He was struggling. He was frightened of failing that. But with my help, he got through it and now he's somewhere in the Navy, floating around an ocean somewhere. So yeah, that was my most pleasing experience.
So is that one of your best students?
I wouldn't say my best because he could barely speak any English when he came to me. And but when he stayed with me, I put him on a 6-month course. He came 3 times a week. So it was a intense course, like my professional course, not my student course. So I went through everything, explained everything, and got to understand the talk. And yeah, he did okay. He was improving by the week, I could see it. And sometimes he'd come to my home, and then I'd say, right, we're not going to go to my home this time, we're going to go to a restaurant or like this, right? So just around other people, and I want to see how he spoke to me when other people were around. When it's me and him on our own in my little classroom, it's fine. He's not nervous, but he wasn't first. But when I want to see what it was like around other people, and he did okay.
How long are you been in Indonesia and how you adjusting your habits with Indonesian culture?
I've adjusted okay, it took some time. Obviously the culture here is very different, also the religion. Did have its ups and downs. I nearly left after about a week. How can I live here? But you get used to it, and generally the majority of people I've met have been very kind, very nice. I haven't met a bad person yet, even though every country has its bad eggs. I'm sure Indonesia's got many. I have yet to experience. But yeah, I've settled. I got married, didn't I? I mean, come on. Well, she forced me. Are you married? No, you are now. Handcuffed.
So you enjoyed in Indonesia right now?
Yeah, so far. I don't really enjoy where I live. Much prefer Bluru. But yeah, it's okay. Work, it's okay. I meet people all the time, which I like. I like to be around people. So
around 3 years here.
23 I came. February 2023.
Yes. 3 years. Yes.
It was a bit before that because Indonesia, because 3 months I was in Bali before coming to Sidoarjo, Surabaya. So I was in Bali for 3 months. That's where I met Siska, my wife.
Okay. In your opinion, how important are English skills in today's world?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
How important are English skills in today's world?
Like what I said earlier, very, very important. If you're at university and you're studying, if you want to work in Europe, USA, anywhere in North America, Europe, and you're going to need to know English. If you want to go like to Singapore, you want to go somewhere closer, they all speak good English. Australia's not far away.
Yes.
English again.
Yeah.
So, even if you want to go to Tokyo, Japan, for example, you're going to need English. All right, they're Japanese, but they speak English. And Hong Kong, it's all it's spoken all around the world. In Southeast Asia, in the Philippines, they speak good English there. Not so much in Thailand, I don't know what they're talking about. But definitely, if you're studying, you want overseas work, you want to make a good living and a good salary, you're not really going to get it in Indonesia unless you're very lucky. I mean, I think the best bit is like working at McDonald's, isn't it? No, there is businessmen here, but I think here you need money to become rich. You already need to have the money to become rich. I think what we're choosing here in Indonesia is only for rich people. I've always thought that. I think if you study hard, you get your degree. Especially if it's in engineering, even I could probably find you work in the UK anyway. But yeah, definitely, because I know for a fact my country is screwing out for young people, and it's not just open to rich people, it's open for the whole world. They want the best in England, so get your degree. Then I think about
Yeah. Okay, this is my last questions. So, what your advice or tips would you give to students who want to improve their English skills?
listen to your teachers. Sometimes you're going to not agree with them, and that's fine, but if they're teaching you English, listen to them. Talk to your families, ask their opinions. Mother, father, brother, sister, if they're older than you, that is.
Yeah.
Read in English. You can watch a movie.
Yeah.
Stick the subtitles on. Even if you understand English, still put the subtitles on because that'll help you grammar.
Yeah.
Yeah, just even with like among your friends there, that's 5 years. Don't talk Bahasa Indonesia. Sometimes, spend 10 minutes of your time just speaking in English. It's not going to cost anything. You might have a bit of fun doing it as well. Just don't always speak in your mother tongue, so to speak, Japanese, Bahasa Indonesia. Speak to each other in English. Listen to music in English. And read, especially read.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's all from us, and thank you for your time, and maybe we can meet in other time. So thank you for your time, sir.
No worries. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Been a pleasure.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So that's all from our group, and see you on the next chance. Bye, guys.